It is December 13th, and this is, as always, and forevermore, the Single Malt Review.
Once more into the breach, the delicious, spirituous breach of December. I'm sure that's a really good noise on the microphone. I should stop doing that. Here we go, Tankard's had its. So it's time for number 13. Another pale one coming out, I think. Oh, it's not too pale.
I said at the time it was brandy, so...
Well, you know, that's one thing you can say about brandy. It does look a lot like whiskey.
Yes.
Okay, so that's actually not that pale. That's sort of middle of the road there. I love how that's holding the glass. That's looking promising from the start.
And it is a classic whiskey aroma.
Peat, I think
it's got some bit of punch to it.
It does have some strength. Got to be peat, right? Not full on Isla peat, but there's peat in here.
Let's find out.
Certain there's peat in here.
Oh my! Oh, excuse me.
Did that go the wrong way or what?
No, it just. Oh no! I didn't inhale that. I simply sipped it, and it decided to assail my throat.
Interesting.
With a fury of 1,000.
Interesting. Well, we finally found the one that Dave was allergic to.
Wow, that is.
I'm not getting blown away quite like that, but it's certainly got a bit of concentration. There's definitely peat here. There's definitely peat.
That is potent.
There's a coaly mineral peat. It's quite different from Isla peat. It's quite it's chunky mineral.
I'd say this is cask strength.
Yeah.
And yes, it's not super heavily peated, but it is so. It's just so.
I didn't do a scientific pour here. Have the rest. So I can be a bit more rough with it. Let's see.
That is oily and thick. That is clinging to the glass.
Yeah. There's certainly a lot of concentration.
I'm trying to get a decent sip to get more of an underlying flavour, but it's just so scorching
Works
on
better
the palate.
with water. Works better with water. That has brought out quite a...
It is generously lemony behind that peat.
It is quite interestingly fruity underneath the peat. The water really does help bring it out. A wee bit of tropical fruit in here now.
It's got visiometric swirls out the wazoo.
Okay, now this is coalescing. I think it did want that little bit of water. What that means,
Pineapple,
I can't say.
Mango, lemon.
But yeah, it is getting much fruitier.
Tropical fruit salad with peat.
Let's get a direction of sorts.
What is our talking point?
Hopefully not a misdirection. Off the bottom. And here's a slightly weird one. I aspire with my little eye.
Okay.
I can't say that's immediately helpful, but we'll see.
Okay. Well, to aspire is to hope, to strive. Ire is anger, fury, rage, but little.
Okay. I've got a guess for this.
Well, then you got one more guess than I have.
I think this is definitely peated. It's a weird peat. I was thinking Ben Romick for a second. That sort of that odd character you get when you've got something that's ostensibly Speyside, but they've peated it anyway. Slightly reminiscent of the peated versions of Anok. They call it Flouter, or they named a series after like peat digging tools, and I thought they were really good. I don't know if they carried on the experiment, or this could be from further south. This could be something out of Campbellton, because it's got a little bit funkadelic. It's got some long row vibes coming out, just sort of coming out of there. I've no idea. Well, we've got Campbellton. Where else there for Campbellton? Give me one more sec here. One more sec.
Well, at the risk of being daring and throwing whiskey at the wall to see what sticks, could we be, in fact, in Central Otago at cask strength?
I don't think so. I don't think it's cask strength.
Okay.
I think it's strong, but the interesting reaction you got just never happened to me, and I'm not seeing any, maybe a teensy bit of teensy bit of mist coming in here, but I just don't think the strength is right for cask strength, and I don't pick this for New Zealand whiskey either. The few peated whiskies we make are very, very distinct. I think we're... Assuming Campbellton can just be taken as Campbellton, I kind of like this for Longrow. Maybe a younger Longrow, because it's not... The sort of fruity development is there, but it's not extreme.
Damn it, now I'm fixated on New Zealand whiskey. My national park geography is rusty. Was Mount Aspiring?
You know what? That's a good question that New Zealanders should probably be able to answer. I'm not sure. It's down. It's around there somewhere, isn't it?
Because Aspire and Mount Aspiring would be an obvious connection. I'm thinking this could be a Cardrona.
Ooh, I don't know, man.
I may just even lock it in as my guess.
Okay. Yeah. I think this is Longrow, which makes it a Springbank, because confidence level, we'll call this a high 5. But
so I'm used to this kind of intensity and burn from Cardrona whiskies, because they often bottle at a fairly high proof.
I go as far with you with the Cardrona right up to the peat. Peat. I don't even know if Cardrona makes peated whiskey.
It's certainly a very sort of much more mineral and less sooty to me.
Okay. All right. Only one thing for it. Campbellton. That's giving Springbank too much credit if I say Campbellton and mean it. But no, there's plenty of other people in Campbellton. I'm going to go Longrow.
I'm going Cardrona.
Cardrona. Okay. Someone is going on a big old trip here.
Yeah. Probably me, based on history. But hey,
here it comes. Whoop. Aha! Kilkerran! Okay. This isn't good, Dave. This is very bad. This is very bad for your miles, and actually extremely good for mine, because I think they're over the road. Okay, hang on. Kilkerran's 16. Jesus crap. 46%, unchill filtered, uncoloured, 75% bourbon, 25% sherry, and then it's got a bottling date, I guess, because it can't be the distillation date. Kilkerran's 16. 21. I didn't even know they had a 16 from Kilkerran.
Yeah. Oh.
And again, this doesn't taste remotely that old.
Impressive, and I was wrong in every conceivable element. Hemisphere, both hemispheres.
Peated whiskey from Cardrona. That's a madman pick. That's smoking guns. Pop. No, that's craziness. Right, the distance. I'm afraid this was the big one, Dave.
Yep.
This was the big one. This has landed you a cool 18,647 kilometres. That's about as far as you can go without ending up back where you started, which puts you on a devastating 53,587. The numbers are getting frightening. Yes. I got extremely lucky with my pick. I thought they were down the road. They're not even down the road. They're on the other side of the building. It was quite funny. I got 65.6 feet.
Another 0.6. That's
0.6. Don't forget that one.
7 inches.
So about as close as you can get while still being wrong, which is an interesting state to be in. Schrodinger's incorrect cat. But anyway, I will take the lack of distance. Boy, it's getting weird in here. Also, while we were debating, I think the clue here, I aspire with my little ire, it's a reference to the Mull of Kintyre, where Campbellton is. So that was of some use. We just didn't get it.
Nothing to do with Mount Aspiring. It was just me trying to get all cryptic.
We just didn't get it in time. So there we go. And so that almost has to be our Campbellton. Yeah. Where else is in Campbellton? Other distilleries.
But a question mark just in case it was a different.
Yes, I think we've probably got that one. Okay, all right. So this is a very stealth 16.
Yeah.
I think it's because Kilkerran, they probably have been distilling longer than I think, but 16's got to be damn near the oldest Kilkerran floating around. So this will be a slightly more genuine 16, and that there'll be no top dressing on top because it simply doesn't exist. And so that's when you get some of these age-stated whiskies that end up tasting slightly lean, slightly oddly lean. I find anyway. But in terms of how good it is, in terms of goodness, I think this is really pretty scrummy. What I haven't done, as I see the computer timing out, is left the list on the screen. Here it is. Here is the list.
Where are we going to put this? I
like this quite a bit. I think. Oh, that list is that list is incorrect, but don't worry. Don't worry, I'll fix it. I'll fix it later. I like this between Spice King and Deanston.
Okay.
What are we thinking? Higher or lower?
I'd personally go a bit lower, but not by much. Like, Like
I say, don't take this list to heart.
I'll pop it above Kingsbarns.
Okay, Kingsbarns. Right, Kingsbarns is a real inflection point.
Yeah.
Real inflection point there. Okay, well, we will, because I'm looking at an old list here, we will see where that one ends up. It'll be a mystery to everybody, but you're seeing it right now, so, outrage, ahoy. Okay, goodness. I will say this, I'm not sure you're coming back from this one, Dave. I may have left you permanently on the other side of the world.
Yes.
But you know what? It only takes one more bad pick, as demonstrated. I may end up catching up after all, but we will see.
We will actually have a New Zealand whiskey coming up at some point, so there's a chance.
At some point.
One or both of us may or may not be caught out by it.
Assuming we can even take it to heart. Anyway, good one. Good pick there. And another lovely whiskey. All right, back with the next one.